Now listen, people. We ain't even going to mess around and we're not going to pretend that that didn't happen last night. We're not going to pretend that we didn't just see the beast from the East, Anthony Yarde, get beat all around that ring. Shout out to Anthony Yarde, warrior, been a good boxer. But yesterday, my bro, that was like when there's a kid in the school playground and he's a bully. And that's what that was like last night in the ring. Anthony Yarde probably should have stayed in his yard. It was bad. Because I was expecting the beast from the East to be out there popping it off. Instead, I seen him getting popped up. There was dreads flying around my TV. All I seen was flying dreads. Them dreads were flying everywhere. Everywhere. It was a brutal performance by David Benavidez. I predicted this would happen, even though I did want Yarde to win. That's a brother from the UK. I wanted Yarde to win. But I knew that this could happen, and it did happen. It was just a step too far for Yarde. David Benavidez was brutal. He brutalized Anthony Yarde last night. Anthony Yarde's got a beating. You know, the Mexican monster, rightly named. But Yarde did not look like a beast from the East yesterday. No, that brother made him look like a puppy with dreads. That's how he made him look. He monstered him. Bust up his face, broke him down, took him out. And thank God for the referee. Thank God, in the end, thank God for that referee. Because that was set to be a murder charge. That was set to be a murder charge. He could not deal with Benavidez. It's mad, yeah. I just need to touch on this. Now, I'm not a professional boxing trainer, and I don't like to criticize anybody. But I'm a consumer, and I'm a journalist, so I gotta say what I gotta say. If you're in deep war, in a fight, and you're getting the brakes beat off you like that, and when you go to your corner, the advice the man your trainer gives to you is, you're a lion, you need to sack your trainer right now. Brother, I'm not a lion, bro. I'm not a transformer, bro. I ain't Optimus Prime. I'm getting my backside whooped. And you want to tell me I'm a lion? What the hell, bro? I ain't no lion, bro. This guy's treating me like a household cat. So, you know what I mean? I don't know where we go from here for y'all, because like I said, that was quite a brutal beating. That beating there, that performance there, and he never, at points, it didn't look like he tried. Like, where was the power? These guys were supposed to be a straight shootout matched up by power. Where was the power? Where was the power? And the Yarde weren't moving like Samson. The power weren't in the hair, bro. The power weren't in the hair, bro. And he got bust up last night. He got bust up real bad. And now David Benavidez has said, look, I'm here. He's a problem for the division. There's no doubt about it. In my mind, most definitely, future light heavyweight great. If he stays at light heavyweight, he's already talking about going up to cruiserweight to fight someone at cruiserweight. Crazy. Could we potentially see David Benavidez and J.R. Patel? That'd be a great fight at cruiserweight. But if he stays in light heavyweight, he's a problem for anybody. Bivol, Beterbiev, Callum Smith, Buatsi, Lord Voldemort, Lyndon Arthur. He's a problem for all of them. Like I said, that was a brutal display last night. If you trying to make your name heard, he did that last night. He made a statement victory out of Anthony Yarde. And I just don't know what's left for Anthony Yarde now. That's his third world title shot and his third world title defeat. So it's showing at that level, he just can't get past that level. Like I'm saying, taking nothing away from Yarde. You're a warrior, no doubt about that. But this time, this fight was the worst of the three. This was worse than Beterbiev. This was worse than Kovalev. This was a real one-side dominant performance. And I think Anthony Yarde approached the fight all wrong. I think he was trying to be a fighter. That's not how he fights. That's not who he is. And I think ultimately, I don't think he could have went shot for shot with Benavidez either. He doesn't have the shot selection. He doesn't have the skill. He doesn't have the skill set. But he was out of his depth yesterday, and it really showed, and he got pasting. I'm out of here, people.